Welcome back to the King of Racing YouTube channel. Today I'll be covering my picks for Gulfstream Park Sunday racing. And a full disclaimer before I present my picks for the day, my picks tend to win about 30 to 35% of the time. They come in first or second about 50 to 55% of the time. And they come in third place or better about probably 60 to 75% of the time. So these picks are pretty generally accurate, but they should be used with an adequate betting system or something like that to help increase the chances that you're going to be profitable. So let's get started. So for Gulfstream Park, race number 1, it's going to be a 5 furlong race, thoroughbred maiden claiming. It's going to be run on turf, and there's a $21,000 purse for this race. My pick for this race is the number 9 horse, Marsac. It has a 0% win percentage, given that it is a maiden claiming race. It has not won a race before, but it does come in the top 3 of the race, and 22% of its starts, and it has made 9 overall starts in its career. So it's taken it quite a long time to get past that first maiden claiming victory. So hopefully it can do that today and graduate up to a higher class. So on December 2nd, it came in second place at Turfway Park. This was a $16,000 maiden claiming race. So a pretty stellar performance there. It dropped down a little bit in another maiden claiming on March 3rd at the Tampa Bay Downs, where it came in 6th place. So not a terrible showing, but definitely not an ideal one. But it kind of rebounded a little bit on March 18th at Gulfstream Park, the same park where it'll be racing today, in a $25,000 maiden claiming race. So it came in 2nd place at Gulfstream Park last time out. So that is definitely very promising for a good performance from Marsac today. Moving forward, Gulfstream Park race number 2. It's going to be an 8 furlong race, thoroughbred maiden claiming. It'll be run on dirt as opposed to turf, and it'll be $26,000 purse for this race. My pick is definitely a very strong one, the number 5 Yellowstone girl, and it's going to have a 28% win percentage, 57% is going to be in the top 3, and 7 starts it has made in its career. So on January 16th, it had a terrible performance at Gulfstream Park. It came in 8th place in a $30,000 purse claiming race, and then on February 7th, it definitely rebounded, coming in 1st place in a $27,000 claiming race in Gulfstream Park. And it continued its progress with a 3rd place victory at March 3rd at Gulfstream Park for a $30,000 claiming. So that is definitely a stronger horse that is going to be seen among my picks today. So I would definitely recommend placing a bet, at least to show on Yellowstone Girl today. Gulfstream Park race number 3 is going to be 6 furlongs, thoroughbred maiden claiming, run on dirt, $25,000 purse. My pick for this race is the number 2 Miss Mikaela. This is a very strong horse, especially for a maiden claiming race. Obviously, it has never won before it, but it has 80% of the time it is finishing in the top 3. That's definitely a very high percentage, higher than really any kind of horse that you'd be picking. So definitely a very strong bet, at least to show for this race. And it has made 5 starts in its career. And it came in 3rd place at Gulfstream Park West in a maiden claiming on October 21st. So it definitely hasn't raced for a long time after that October 21st race, because its next race was January 27th, but that did not matter at all because it came in 2nd place. And then at Gulfstream Park, February 18th, it came in 4th place. So it's coming off of the only race that it's ever made where it didn't come in the top 3. That's definitely not an issue, I don't think, because it has come in the top 3 80% of the time, which is very high, especially compared to the other horses in the race. Gulfstream Park race number 4, 7.5 furlongs, thoroughbred claiming, turf, and $26,000 purse. My pick for this race is the number 1 horse, Mony. It is a 7% of the win. 7% of the time it is winning. 23% of the time it comes in the top 3, and 13 starts have been made in its career. Terrible performance on January 20th, 6th place at Gulfstream Park. Really under-expected for them, and that was an allowance optional claiming. So definitely against a higher caliber of horse. And the same thing, an even worse performance at Gulfstream Park. February 18th, came in 8th place, again, allowance optional claiming. He saw a drop in class going to a claiming race on March 6th, but that was definitely an improvement in performance. Went from 8th place on February 18th and now racing in 4th place on March 6th. And so being a claiming race today, I definitely see a potential for this horse to come in 1st or towards the top of the leaderboard because of its experience. Gulfstream Park race number 5, 8 furlongs, thoroughbred maiden claiming, run on dirt, $19,000 purse for this race. My pick is the number 6 horse, Wildcat West. It has never won before. It is a maiden claiming race, but it has come in the top 3 66% of the time. It's run in 6 races. So that means 4 races it has run in the top 3. So it came in 3rd place at the Aqueduct November 13th, $32,000 maiden claiming in that race. And it did not race for a little bit longer after this race December 10th. 5th place at Aqueduct, not a very good performance at all. It had a long time off until March 7th, where it came in 2nd place at Gulfstream Park in a maiden claiming race. Very impressive for having a long time taking a break for that horse. Gulfstream Park race number 6, 7.5 furlongs, thoroughbred allowance racing, so a little higher class here. Run on turf, $47,000 purse, the highest purse so far yet of the day. My pick is the number 5 horse, Crystal Coast. It has won 10% of the time, 50% top 3, and 10 starts in this horse's career. It won its maiden claiming race at first place Gulfstream Park at January 28th. It's a $29,000 maiden claiming race. Raced on February 17th, came in 5th place in a starter optional claiming for $38,000. And then a phenomenal performance, 2nd place Gulfstream Park, $41,000 claiming March 5th. So it's coming off a very strong performance, and it is a horse that recently graduated up to the claiming level, and it is racing against a tougher competition today in an allowance race, but I definitely think it has the potential to perform very well. Going on to race number 7 at Gulfstream Park, 8.5 furlongs thoroughbred claiming race. Run on turf, $22,000 purse. My pick is the number 6 horse, Spinning Kitten. Wins 9% of the time, comes in the top 3 54% of the time, and it has made 22 starts in its career. It ran 6th place at Gulfstream Park, not a terrific performance on December 30th, but definitely improved on February 20th, where it came in 2nd place at Gulfstream Park in a $22,000 claiming race. And on March 19th, very recently, it came in 3rd place at Gulfstream Park, $26,000 claiming race. So it's staying at the same class level at a claiming race, and it has been doing pretty consistent, running 2nd and 3rd in its past 2 races. So definitely a solid pick coming up for this race. And for Gulfstream Park, race number 8, it's an 8 furlong race, thoroughbred claiming, dirt, $17,000 purse. My pick for this race is the number 5 horse, Shellphone. This horse ran 4th place at Gulfstream Park in a claiming race on January 15th. Seems like it tends to run in lower purse level claiming races, being $17,000, $17,000, and $19,000 respectively for the past 3 races. Terrible performance at Gulfstream Park on February 6th, came in 9th place in this claiming race, but it absolutely rebounded very strong on March 11th, coming in 2nd place in that $19,000 claiming race. So despite the terrible performance on February 6th, I'm definitely banking a lot on this horse and thinking that it is going to perform very well given its previous performance at 2nd place on March 11th. Moving on to Gulfstream Park, race number 9, 8 furlongs thoroughbred claiming, turf, $28,000 purse. My pick for this race is the number 4 horse, Miss Jen. Came in 6th place on January 22nd at Gulfstream Park for the $28,000 claiming. 5th place at Gulfstream Park, February 13th, $28,000 claiming. And the best performance of the past 3, the 3rd place at Gulfstream Park, March 10th. So it has improved in its performance over time, and it is a horse with a lot of experience, and I like this horse for the number 9 race. And finally, last race of the day, Gulfstream Park, race number 10, 7.5 furlongs, allowance optional claiming. On turf, $47,000 purse. It is the largest purse size of the day, and definitely probably the highest class, especially when you look at the horses that are running in it. My pick for this race is definitely a solid one. Number 8, Una Luna. It ran 22% of the time winning the races and 62% of the time coming in the top 3. It has ran 27 starts in its career, so it's definitely a large sample size, and yet it is still producing results. Awful performance at Gulfstream Park, 8th place January 7th, but that does not matter at all because they came in 1st place at Gulfstream Park on a starter optional claiming for $31,000 on February 25th. A terrific performance. Did not win the next time out, but it continued its terrific run, running at 2nd place at Gulfstream Park on March 14th, quite recently, for a $52,000 allowance optional claiming race. So these are my 10 picks for today, and I hope you have the best of luck in your betting.